Toyota forklift. Brakes aren't working. Master cylinders need rebuilding. But the first tip I can give you is bleed the brakes. Brake bleeders are down here, and what you need to do is attach a hose to it. If you got two people, easy. If you got one, you can do it yourself. Just make sure the hose is higher than the bleeder, which you can see down there, and then unrelease it. This is a size 10. You undo it, and then oil will come through. Brake fluid. You pump the brake and the clutch, and it'll come through. You turn it off. So if you got two people, you have it closed. Brake goes down, open, close. Brake gets pumped again, open, close, so on and so forth. Now, if that doesn't fix your brakes, now you got that point there. Then you got the master cylinders, which you have two. I've removed one already, the faulty one. There's the other one. Find them, bleed them. They're on the side. One more bleed point near the gearbox down here. Now, what you need to do is, if you've bled them, they don't work. Next is adjust the brakes. And normally there's a little hole in the side here, and you put a flathead screwdriver in and you adjust it. You need to get the wheels off the ground first, so actually grab a log or a piece of timber, put it underneath the bottom of the forks here, the mask, tilt the forks forward, and the wheels will come off the ground. Then you want to move the wheel back and forth to see if it's free spinning. If it's free spinning, you're going to adjust the brakes until it just starts touching, the brakes just starts touching, and then you can back it off a little bit. And what it'll do is it'll bring the brake pad closer to the actual disc, and then therefore you'll be able to brake with using less of the master cylinders. In this case, it doesn't have a little tiny sprocket where you can turn over. So what you need to do is, on this side, well, your handbrake will actually be fairly soft and you won't be able to pull it up at all. Like, you go straight up without much. So see how this is nice and tight? I've adjusted it, it clicks in straight away. And the handbrake is actually located just down there. So if you adjust this by unscrewing that bolt and turning it till it tightens, that will adjust the brakes and it'll become a lot more tighter. Now, if you've done all that, your brakes aren't working still, one of them is soft and the other one grips up quite hard, or both, your master cylinder needs to get rebuilt, which I'll show you in a second. The master cylinder for the forklift. Now, what we're going to do is remove this section first, because there's a spring in here. We want to keep it as safe as possible. Put a screwdriver in there and a socket, undo this. Now, while taking this off the forklift, be careful not to bend the lines going in. If you don't have the proper tools, go get the proper tools, because it's just going to cause a lot more problems later on. So, do things properly. Okay, it's apart. There's a few things in there which you want to push out. Let's line them all up. Remember which order they came out of, where they go, which way the seals go. Now, it's a bit dirty in there. I'm going to go ahead and clean that out later on. Section here, flathead or whatever, undo. Try not to move the nut too far, so then you know the adjustments on it later on. Actually, the nut has to come off, so just remove that. Boot comes off. Flathead, twist, and wedge. Boot comes off. Then circlip needs to come off. You need some pliers. Be careful. I will cover this up. Or I won't, so I can show you. It's always good to have your hand over it just in case this pops out. So I will just squeeze them together. It's already half out, so there. Next you can pop out the piston. I don't know if you can see this, but seal is quite torn up around there, so that definitely needs replacing. Now, the piston is actually reasonably good, no deep scores. If you got one single score, you might want to consider using a bit of sandpaper just to clean it up. If it's too deep, you'll just need to get a new one, or too many. Now, the bore here is quite decent itself again. Now, big seal over here. Just pull the seal out. There's another little washer in there, which I'll pull out and show you guys. Magnetized. Alright, cool. That's how you clean it. And if you want to run, if it's scored, run a light bit of sandpaper on it. Don't take too much away, otherwise you'll need to get a new bore as well. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this out, and then we can start assembling this together. Seal goes on, make sure you know the direction of the seals. I'm going to squeeze this over. So what I'm going to do is dip it actually in a bit of brake fluid. Get a bit of brake fluid on there, just help lubricate it on. Help do a proper seal. There's a much tighter seal than the last. Lubricate it with brake fluid. Now you must use brake seals in these because normal seals will just turn into jelly. Now also you might want to put a bit of brake fluid in the cylinder. Just get it all lubricated up. Bottom here, not much lubrication involved, but bottom seal goes in first. I'm going to have to line these up. So you can't see, but each piston is, master cylinder is different to the next, so once I'm done this. Oops. Now that's in. Took a while, but I got it all in. With this seal, what you want to do is pop this in. And then what I'll do is I'll leave that out. It is a little difficult getting this into place, so give it a bit of lubricant, brake fluid, you may like to call it. Washer goes in place, which I'll give a clean. Washer goes back in the way that it was. Again, the way that it was. Do is we shall bolt this down. Sorry, I've got to put it in slightly different because the seal isn't the exact same fit. So we're going to have to line it up, do things slowly. Spring will go in. It's not the normal way to do it, but the seal is a slightly different seal, so we actually need to do it nice and slow like this. Punch that down. That I haven't left anything behind before I seal it. Pop that on, do the clip. If you had a proper size seal, fit in, you wouldn't need to just do what I did, it would be a lot more easier. Double checking that this is in. continue to bolt this down. Anyways. Anyways, that section you don't need to worry about lining up because it free spins anyways. A lot of people say you might want to bleed these before you put the unit in. I've done it before, way too hard. I'm just going to put it in and bleed it out normally. Once again, bleed valve here, turn, break down, turn, close, break up, and so on and so forth till the air comes out. For all the cheapest parts, boots, seals, master cylinders, pads, I've searched the World Wide Web and have found the cheapest parts, so click on the link below for the cheapest parts. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks. I have rebuilt the master cylinder. No longer does the brake hit the ground. They're both quite hard, exactly how you want.